Hey there, it's IcedHazelnut
And grape Adler. Sorry, I was yawning.
Sleepy?
A little bit, yeah.
We had a long walk in the park
Oh my
today. It was
god.
so nice outside.
Took our nephew's dog with us. And
Our furry niece, as I
yeah,
refer to her as.
she's a handful.
Yeah, she is. So today, what's today's topic? Grapes?
Thrifting.
Thrifting. Oh, okay. So I have my wrong notes. Here, I gotta switch them out. There we go.
You might want to say one is ill prepared.
No, I'm prepared.
Oh, okay.
I think about it. I'm like, Yes, I have quite a few. Okay, so, oh my gosh, we thrifted like fiends before the pandy.
Mm-hmm.
So, and a lot of stuff we used, or I just collected. Some were big surprises, as you'll find out. We'll discuss.
That was more practical.
Yeah, and most of them were
Or
practical.
books.
Yeah, and books, because she
Yeah.
liked books. So, anywho. So it's thrifting and like our favorite finds while we've been thrifting for, oh man, how many years have we been thrifting? At least,
Probably 10.
yeah,
Yeah, at least 10. Go to Goodwill.
some of them we
thrifting.
found gifts
Yeah.
as gifts. So
Well, even longer. I mean, not consistent. Consistently
Yeah.
10.
yeah,
But we used to go to the antique shops
yeah,
in in Orland Park, because we don't live anywhere near there. So,
yeah.
but those aren't there anymore.
They're not.
I thought that's what our sister-in-law said.
Oh,
She said that they.
I don't know.
Or was it our brother?
No-
One of them.
no
one
clue.
of them. Someone said that. I thought she said that they weren't there anymore.
oh wow.
Because I said that. I'm like, oh, the ones that are in the old. It was like an old house, decrepit
Yeah,
house.
yeah.
Which I always felt something was watching me, so I'm pretty sure it was haunted.
Oh yeah, those houses are so old.
Yeah.
and every time you stepped, you creak, creak.
Well, the one like that big. It was
There's a couple of them.
It was a
that were
big,
like
that
that.
big,
Yeah.
the main house and it had like a basement,
Oh yeah.
and that's what felt haunted.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, someone's watching me, but nobody's here except for us.
Creepy.
Didn't like it.
Anywho.
So.
But yeah, so yeah, we used to go there. We're not so much garage sailors. My mom loves garage.
Because
She still
it gets,
loves garage
it gets so
sailing.
humid here in the summer. That's the only
Yeah,
time
I
you
just-
can do it is the summer.
And I just don't. I don't know. I don't really care for it. Period.
Yeah.
But I found a couple of cool
Here
things.
and there.
But yeah.
Yeah, our mom and our aunt and uncles
Mm-hmm.
really
Oh,
like.
love.
They're from Texas. They love
Yeah.
doing that.
They love garage.
Uncle's really
sailing.
good at finding stuff.
Yeah.
Though. He's very.
And
he's
not
good at that
much.
stuff,
Not
though.
really flea marketers.
There's nothing
I've
really
been to
around,
them, yeah.
So there's nothing really around.
There's
so.
a couple of big ones. One you really have to drive far. It's near the Wisconsin border. But yeah, meh. And I've been to other ones in other states, and it's not my thing, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
And plus, if there's a big crowd, forget it. It really turns me off. I don't like big crowds.
Yeah.
Not a phobia, I just don't like it.
Yeah. I just
Don't like it. Anywho.
Anyway.
But, thrifting, like we go to There's a-
Goodwill.
Goodwill's Salvation
Salvation
Army.
Army.
We used to go to Savers, but they closed most of them. I hear
Or
there's
Value Village. They're called Value Village.
right.
Places,
There's
yeah.
one supposedly still open
Yeah.
up near Stratford.
I think
Stratford
so.
Square.
At
Yeah.
Stratford Square in Illinois.
Bloomingdale.
So,
Yeah.
And,
And,
there's a couple just kind of independent thrift shops we know. There's one in not Westmont. I'm thinking the other
Lamont.
Lamont. Thank you.
I don't know if it's still there.
Yeah, that was before the pandemic again.
I looked for it, but I couldn't find it, so it might not exist anymore. We'll have to take a
no.
drive.
I like that one. Yeah, I like
One
that
day,
one. 'Cause they were
yeah.
clean and it was open. Like it was small, but it was open at the same time. I don't know
Yeah.
how that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
There's the Dollar Thrift in Aurora.
mhm.
That one's a cool one.
Yeah,
I think that's what it's called. Dollar Thrift or Thrift Dollar or
family
something.
thrift or
Family Dollar
community thrift or something like that. Yeah,
like that. Yeah.
yeah. So
There's a
one.
new one that we haven't checked out too in Aurora on the way to a
Oh, are you talking about
Yeah.
that thrift store over there by the DD's?
Yeah.
What's the DD's?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't remember what that's called.
No, yeah, that's the one
That's one,
originally.
yeah.
But then there's a new one where that Dollar General is.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
There's another. See, there's a bunch of like little ones too. You just
Yeah.
gotta look.
But otherwise, yeah, mostly it's like Savers.
Not
Yeah,
Sears.
usually not Savers. Sorry,
Goodwill.
Salvation Army.
Yeah.
I really find a lot of more things at Salvation Army and for cheaper
Yeah.
usually.
Not the closest one to us.
Goodwill once
Here
in
and
a
there.
while. Yeah, Goodwill.
There's
once
other
in a while.
Salvation Armies around that
Yeah.
always the ones farther from us, of
Yeah.
course.
But most of these finds, well, I can't say that. I'm trying to remember where
It's
I found
kind of a
them.
mix,
Yeah.
so.
So go on, you go first.
Oh,
go.
okay.
Do
I
a
have
couple
little
of
thing,
them.
yeah.
Do a couple
I'll
of
do
them.
the first two is
Our
my
favorite thrift finds. Here we
my
go.
favorite one is my Coach purse that I found.
Oh yeah.
And I paid, it was $4.99, so $5.
Mm-hmm.
And
Authentic.
it's authentic because it has it embossed inside.
The Creed, it's called.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a backpack. It's a leather
Backpack. Sorry.
black backpack. So that's my favorite. I use it every
Mhm.
summer because I can't use it in the winter because of the coats and stuff. It's
Oh
just,
yeah, it's too bulky.
yeah, it's too
coats,
bulky, the coats, so I can't use backpacks.
And you don't want
anymore.
to stretch out the leather
Yeah.
because then it'll break the straps.
Yeah, it's starting to wear a little, so I gotta retire it. I think and get a new one. But hey, keep it. It's just
yeah.
I gotta be gentle with it now.
Or if you could
I've
find
had
a
it for,
good
like,
leather
6
person.
years. Yeah. What, 6 years, 7 years?
Oh yeah.
I've had it for a while.
Yeah.
So, and then my second favorite thing that I know I got from the thrift store is the glass French press that we have.
Oh yeah.
Le French, Le Press, Le something. I don't know. It
look
says
at
something
it.
on it. So, and yeah,
No,
it's
La
just,
Cafeteria or something like that.
is that it? Oh, maybe Le Cafe, Le Cafet.
Something like cafeteria.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something
But
it's
got the metal bottom with the metal
Mhm.
top, and then the inside is glass.
It seems like more heavy duty than
And it wasn't eroded. That's what it was,
Right.
or corroded, or whatever inside the coils of the. If you know
If
what a
it was
French
used
press,
at all.
yeah, it didn't look like it was ever used.
Yeah.
It's a pretty decent size. So that's my second favorite. That might have
It was
cost
like what, $4?
$4. Yeah, I don't think it was ever
Those
used.
things are expensive
If so,
because we looked it up.
Because at the low one it's 20.
12 or was it 15?
I've
maybe?
seen 12. And that's on sale.
Yeah.
But those are for plastic ones.
Oh, true.
Not glass.
True,
not glass
true.
with metal like this one.
Yeah.
So that was easily a $30, $40 French press.
Yeah.
Like retail. So those are the two that I
stick out.
Yeah, stick out the most. Yeah.
Wow.
You can go.
Okay, so.
Oh, wait. And those are both Goodwill, I think.
Goodwill?
Yeah, those are both Goodwill.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
So one of my favorites was, and I know this was Salvation Army. And we were looking at, for some reason, I'm like, it was winter-ish time, and I'm looking at jackets, and I came across.
I know this one.
I came across this, and I'm not into sports, but I thought of a good friend of mine who she loves the Cubs, the Chicago Cubs, and it was a Wrigley, because it's not called Wrigley Field anymore.
Correct.
Wrigley Field jacket.
Baseball, like
a
satin.
bomber.
Yeah, bomber. It was satin.
No, it wasn't satin. It was
satin?
satin looking, but it wasn't satin.
Well, it wasn't satin, but satin looking, yeah.
I think it was, I want to say it was a jean material. It might have been jean. But anyways, it was a Wrigley, it was a nice.
Like old school Wrigley.
Yeah, Wrigley Field jacket.
Yeah.
So I bought it. I'm like, and it happened to be half price.
Oh yeah, that's right. They have the colors at Salvation Army.
So I think it was 12 and I paid 6. So we bring stuff home. We had bought other things. So I'm doing a haul.
Yeah, it was a haul. Yeah.
Oh, maybe I should release the haul.
Yeah, you should release the haul.
Private. So anywho, you see me. I'm like, hey, let's check the pockets on the video.
Yeah.
And I stick my hand in there because I'm like, ew. I'm like, first look at it, like, because you never know.
Yeah,
what's in pockets.
Yeah.
So I stick my hand in. I think it was the inside. I don't know. I'd have to look at the video again. Stick my hand in there. I pull out money, and I'm like, what?
I thought it was one of the pockets. I thought.
I don't know. We have to go back.
Anyway, yeah.
So it was money. It was $14.
And you pull it out, and I'm like, oh.
So that paid for everything.
Yeah.
So
I think I might have bought.
It was like 50. Maybe I paid 2 out of pocket. Because it was like, I think it was 15 for our total, or 16, something like that.
I think that was the same day I got a Burr coffee grinder.
Oh.
And those things are expensive too. And I think we only paid 7 or 5.
Maybe less.
And it was a brand new grinder.
Yeah.
Nobody used
Salvation
it. So,
Army. Yeah. I know it was Salvation Army. I know that. So check your pocket. Check the pockets on things. So that was like because it was so spontaneous. It was kind of fun. And yeah, it's like, that was cool.
That was one of the ones further that we go to that takes like an hour to get to. But it's worth it because we usually find stuff there.
And one of my other favorite finds.
We have so many things I did not.
An authentic 1970 something. I'd have to pull it out. That's what she said. Is a munchichi.
Oh God.
And the original packaging still too. And I was like, it's so cute, but I always thought they were creepy because when we were younger, my mom bought.
Yeah, I thought they were creepy too. I hated them.
My mom bought grape one. My mom bought my brother one.
Yeah.
But I didn't get one because I guess I was too old for one. I thought,
yeah.
oh,
So yeah,
I thought they were cute, but a little creepy but cute. They're still cute, and it's more of a Japanese thing, right?
Manchichi? I think so.
And I think that's what that means in Japanese. Maybe Manchichi means monkey.
I don't know.
Monkey. Anywho, I thought they were cute. I have one. Again, it's from I'm pretty sure, if not early 80s, the 70s. So is the trademark on there. So it's authentic. So I was like
80s. I think they kind of got popular in the 80s over here.
Yeah.
So
anywho, so I thought that was a fun one. I'm like, get out of here.
You're
I'm
like, don't you love what? I'm like, no, I did not like Manchichi.
$4 or $5 maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cool. Manchichi, not sponsored. I don't even know if they still sell them.
Oh my god.
Manchichi. Okay. Sorry, it's gonna be in your. Those who know will be in their heads the rest of the day.
Anyway,
go ahead. You couple more.
You know what I like?
How many do you have?
I have a couple things though. Okay. But I have my other thing was because I was looking straight at it. I have it on my shelf. The Emperor's Royal Guard, the red guy.
Oh, I forgot about those.
Yeah,
I have. I'm looking at them.
We
right
found
there.
that we have. What do you have? R2 and C-3PO, or do you have C-3PO?
I have C-3PO and a Stormtrooper.
Or Stormtrooper. That's what it was.
R2 is you put
batteries
in it. It makes noise.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But they're little micro machines.
We're Star Wars fans, so
they're the micro machines. But they made they're little like kind of half bus, like little bus.
Just the helmet, the head part.
The head part, and you open them, and they have little micro scenes with little figures to play. You know, Star
they didn't
Wars.
come with the figures.
No, they did not come with the yeah. But I just like because you never see the Royal Guard, the red guy, the red robes.
Yeah, I gave her that one because Like
we picked it up. I was with you. Yeah.
No, I know. I'm like, we have to get them all. So I'm like, you have that because I know how much you like the Royal Guard.
Yeah.
One, so
it's
like,
weirdo. Everyone's like, it's so weird. I'm like, why? They're cool looking.
No, it is cool.
That was
and you have another one?
What was my other one? Oh, my CDs. I've gotten a lot of good CDs there. And that's where most of your CDs are from.
I've bought a lot of
What would you say, 80%?
Most of them are 99 cents. Yeah. There's some that I paid $2 or $3.
And that was a whole thing.
They're very ones that they're really hard to find.
If you want to hear more collectors about that, there's our collectors episode. She talks about it in depth.
I can't remember if I don't think I've released that yet right now when we're talking about it. Oh,
sorry.
But by the time you hear it, it'll be released. So collecting.
So, let's see. What do I get?
Manchichi too, I think I might have mentioned. I don't know.
I think you might have, yeah. See, I got a couple shares, a couple Shakuras. I got the Godzilla soundtrack.
We're talking CDs.
Yeah, CDs. The Godzilla soundtrack from the 90s, from 1999.
What music is on there? Is it original?
It's got Puffy. He did a Led Zeppelin cover. He got Wallflowers. They did what was it? It was Bruce Springsteen and Wallflowers. I can't remember the song, but I know it. I like it. But yeah, that's a really good soundtrack. The movie sucked, but the soundtrack is great. That was one of the last.
Is that the one with Matthew Broderick?
Yes.
She's like, yes.
That's the one where the Godzilla kind of looks like a lizard more than a dinosaur. Or no, does he look more like a dinosaur than a lizard? I think it's opposite, sorry.
Right.
Yeah, it's not the greatest, but yeah, the soundtrack is great. And I think I might have found the Batman Forever soundtrack. That's another good soundtrack. The 90s had good soundtracks. That's when when they had good soundtracks.
Right.
That was one of the last.
And they had good hip hop and good grunge. The grunge alternative. Yeah. Oh man, the alternative.
The alternative was great in the 90s. Yeah. It was
awesome.
So those are my 4. Then I have one more thing, but you can go ahead and go
quite a few.
Oh, that's fine.
So globes. I talk about collecting globes and
globes.
collecting.
I thought you said gloves. I'm like,
globes.
I'm sorry?
Globes. Globes. So, yeah, most of my globes have been thrifted.
Yes.
One, and I talk about it in my collector's garage sale pickup.
Yeah.
But yeah, most of them have been thrifted. And let's see, what else? I don't have a favorite because there's so many.
Yeah. They're not as common as I thought they would be. No. When you asked me to look for them, I'm like, oh, that should be easy. And no, it's not as easy as I thought it was.
One of the last times I found, they had I don't know if someone got rid of their globe collection, but there was 4. There might have been 4. And I picked up, I think just one. Yeah, I think it was just one. I'm just going to get one. So, and I got it and I put it in my cart. And this lady was following me around and she had 2. So I'm thinking she wanted them all. Right. Probably a reseller. And that's the other thing. I don't resell anything. So. Right. it's either gift or it's something we can use or something to add to a collection like the globes and all this. So that's why I only picked up one, because I'm like, no, I already had. It was growing my collection. I don't have as many as I do now, but I'm like, and I'm like, oh, it was the one that looked the oldest and yada yada. Anywho, so she was following me around for a while, and then she gave up, I think, because sometimes people do that. They'll
pick
around,
up something and then they'll put it away and then put it back.
If they find something else they want,
it.
they'll like put it down or put it back, and then that person will go get it or whatever if someone's stalking you. But I did not. Anywho,
wow.
Remember that time we were walking around and I had that
Biggie Smalls.
What was the name of the toy?
Oh, I can't remember the name of the toy.
It was Bigfoot. That Bigfoot toy.
Yeah, that Bigfoot toy.
It was like 2 feet high.
Yeah.
It had furry hair, and I wanted it. It was only like a couple bucks.
Yeah.
And it's a remote, but it didn't have the remote. But I thought it was still cool because I am obsessed with Bigfoot.
Oh my god.
Anyways, I had it in the
baby where you put the babies where you put the kids
in the cart and Grape was walking around, and she comes over. She's like, "That man." I'm like, "What? You know what he said?" I'm like, "What did he say?"
Oh yeah, he's like, "Wow, that's an ugly baby." I'm like, "Oh my god." I'm like, "Yeah, it's not my kid though. It's hers."
That man had the gall to say.
The audacity.
Ugly child. That was the funniest thing. I couldn't stop laughing.
Oh my god, he's in the garage.
Yeah, he's in the
garage. She calls him Biggie Smalls.
Biggie Smalls, yeah.
Biggie Smalls.
Let's see. Oh, my Lyra color pencils.
Oh, okay.
I still have them, and they work perfect. It's like, and they're the flesh colors, so.
Oh, it's before the color of the world, the
Crayola. Oh my god, yeah. I've had them like maybe 7 or 8 years. I found them at a Savers also, and those little. Sometimes they put stuff in
bags.
They bag stuff. Now Goodwill does that too.
Yeah, I found you a bunch of Prismacolors.
Yeah, Prismacolors.
Some older Prisma, and they were still pretty good. So.
Yep, very vibrant.
Yeah.
I think they were Benny. It was the Benny company, Benny Smith. They were before they were
Prisma.
Or whatever company that took them over. I forget what the name is. Anywho, but yeah. So anywho, my Lyra pencils, I love them.
Oh my lord.
I can't read my writing.
Wow.
Lyra pencils. I can't read what that word is. My Doc Martens, I found at Goodwill. Right. I went by myself one day because Grape was too tired. So I was looking around, and I see these. They're more like cranberry color boots, and I think at the time, like Target was selling knockoffs. They look like them, so I'm thinking that person that was pricing them didn't know they were actual Doc Martens,
right?
And she priced them at $4.99. So I got a pair of beautiful cranberry Doc Martens, almost brand new, hardly worn, for $4.99.
What are they usually? They retail 100, 120 maybe,
depends.
A new?
Yeah.
Depending on what they are, yeah. At the low end, I guess.
So I'm like, ooh, I love these.
And then you get some Converse, too. You got a couple Converse.
Yeah, I got a couple pair of Converse.
You've gotten a couple pair of Converse, too. Because those aren't cheap either.
Those are like $10.
Those are.
I don't think I paid more than
like
10.
50, 60. They used to be the standard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but now they're like 70
retail,
so.
I wish I could read that one word.
Let me see. Let's see. That says skin tones.
Oh, that's part of the Lyra. Oh my god.
Wow. And she's wearing glasses.
I know. I should be a doctor, right?
Oh, dear.
My Longchamp handbag. My black handbag. I love that thing. And I get a lot of compliments every time. Not usually, but a lot of times when I use it, I get compliments.
What's the French bag you have? The
Longchamp.
Is it Longchamp? I thought there was another one.
The black.
Laquan, something. I thought there was another one you had. Another bag that you're like, oh. I forgot. Anyway,
I don't know.
I could have sworn you had another bag, too, that you get the compliments on. It was like French.
I have 2 French bags, but they're so old. They're starting to fall apart. I noticed that the other day. So I really have to what's that called?
Squeeze them together?
No. Put that,
E690 or E9000 or whatever the hell it's called.
That stuff you use for leather so it doesn't dry out. I have to do that too, because,
the shoe polish?
not shoe polish. It's leather.
It's like a leather wash or it's a leather preserver.
Yeah, for leather preserver. Yeah.
Didn't know that was a thing. I don't know.
I'll have to do that. Yeah, but it's not a known name. But it is French because I looked it up. But somebody bought it in France and brought it over.
Right.
So and to me it seems vintage because they use that gold lettering on the inside. Oh, wow. So yeah,
fancy. Mm-hmm. You're fancy.
So my Longchamp bag, which I paid, I think it was like $12. I love it. I found some watercolors and I didn't know what they were until finally I was like I love watching videos about watercolorists and he was talking about, here's my white knights, because it was a symbol. It's a Russian brand, watercolors. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, that's what they are. So, and those are not super pricey, but like mid-range. Right. So never used. Yeah. Brand new. So
how much you paid for them? You don't remember.
I paid $4.
Oh, wow.
Like $3 or $4. Yeah.
Yeah, because you even had me look at it. Can you find the label? I go, it's just a symbol. I don't know what the symbol is. And it even had
the color chart on the the but nothing else unless that was thrown away.
Right, right.
So, but so White Knights watercolors. Should I keep going? I have like 3 or 4 more things.
That's fine. Go ahead.
My Beastie Boys book. It's a coffee table book.
Oh,
I love it. So.
Oh, that's part of my books too. So I guess. Yeah. I have one that I found there. I found a couple books.
Yeah, and vintage bags, and I talk about that because I have a collection in my collecting podcast we did. Mm-hmm. So vintage bags. Handbags, some even smell like they're from the 50s.
Jesus.
50s, 60s, 70s, what have you. That one that's like all like beaded. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you remember that one. They're chunky beads.
Sure.
And it looks like a sailboat.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But the zipper's broken. That's the only bad thing. Mm. Not bad thing, but bummer thing.
Yeah.
Like the zip thing is missing. In fact, the zipper's still there, the teeth are still there, but that zip thing is missing. Mm. Man, I looked that up and it's in working condition. It's like $60. Was
right.
That was a couple years ago. I looked it up, but still, even the price, I thought it was kind of kooky, kind of cool.
Right.
So, and I forget the name of the artist that did it, but anywho. So that's another one. My vintage bags and certain ones I found. Vintage Polaroids. Mm. I have a collection, and I've thrifted many there. Yeah, thrifted many. So, through Salvation Army and Goodwill.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
And that one, I have like an old-timey camera. Uh-huh. I think it's the brown one. I found that at that Orland Park, what we were talking about. I found one. It was like $3 or $4, but it was really dirty, and I cleaned it up well.
Oh, the antique store?
Yeah, antique store,
Gotcha. Yes.
Yeah, so I have quite a few. I have at least 20, I want to say, altogether, vintage cameras.
You don't have them all out, right? You have some in storage?
No, I have a lot in storage. So vintage Polaroid and a couple Kodak cameras. So old timey Kodak cameras, but not with the ones with the, what do they call the plate?
Oh god, because
that would be cool to have one of those. But I would be scared to leave it out. I'd have to have that in storage or stored somewhere.
I also got when you mentioned the Beastie Boys, I forgot I got my Stephen Sondheim.
Oh yeah,
and there was a coffee table book. Mm-hmm. I pay like $5 for it. I mean, that's like a $50 book there.
Wow.
So, and since he's passed, so I'm like, and that was way before he passed. I bought that. And then, my last thing was thriftbooks.com. Mm-hmm. I've gotten a lot of my books off thrift books. Mm. Which, they're used books. They're used books. They're library books. They're, whether from school or actual libraries. Mm-hmm. People who you can sell on there. There's vinyl. There's DVDs too. So
all my vinyl is thrifted. Most of my vinyl, I should say.
So
like 95% of my vinyl is thrifted.
Stephen Sondheim, Paulo Coelho, The Alchemist. I found that, and then I bought a couple of his. What else? I got the Mariah Carey book, Mini Mariah Carey. What else do I have there? As far as books, yeah. Quite a bit. So yeah. I have a wish list. That's what I'm seeing in my head. You can put a wish list, and then they let you know this is available. Yeah. Oh, cool. Put a wish list, and then they let you know. Kind of like on Amazon, you could do a wish list. Right. Too. Yeah. And they can let you know when it's available, or even if you look at it, even a lower price. Oh, wow. So, yeah. Ooh, so if you're like,
Yeah,
I was
I'm not a
looking
reader
for that.
But I mean, I like the coffee table books because
Right.
it's a lot of pictures, yeah. But they also tell histories in there, so to me, it's got to really pique my interest for me to read something too.
Right.
It's like, meh. So.
Anyway, so yeah, I was gonna mention that I got a lot of thrift. It's thrifting, thrift books, so I do a lot of that.
Nice.
So and jeez,
someone's drag racing down the road.
Yeah.
Wow.
I tell you, we live in the Fast and the Furious timeline over here. I think if you go over $10, or it was, if your order is over $10, you get free shipping. And then if you, I did if sometimes I'll do a book at a time just to, because I can only read one book at a time. So it was 99 cents, $1 for the shipping. It comes in less than a week.
Gotcha.
And there was something else I was going to say too. I don't remember. But yeah. So, and you get reward if you're in the rewards, because you have to sign up anyway. You get so many, a point system. You can get a free book I think under 5. But I mean, they have tons of books.
No, they're the ones too that buy. So obviously, because if they're thrifted, that
yes, they can buy too.
So you just send them in, or do you?
I've never looked into it, but I know you can buy. You could sell to them, and I think you could do certain DVDs, CDs, and vinyls. They'll take too, and that's half price books because there you can go in person.
Okay.
But there you can. I'm pretty sure you can sell through them too, because otherwise, how would they get
you don't know if they have a standalone store somewhere, thrift books?
I don't think they do, but no, because it would say location.
Oh, okay.
But I can double check. I've never looked. I would assume they were just online.
Knowing our luck, they're on the East Coast or something.
Yeah, they're probably somewhere. But there's a couple of different warehouses, because I've gotten some stuff from Texas. I've gotten some stuff from Vermont. I've gotten stuff from other places.
Like with CDs, DVDs, and video games, we usually go to, what's that place called?
GameStop.
No. And we talked about this in collecting because you sold some. I remember you selling some.
Oh, Disc Replay.
Disc Replay, yeah.
Yeah, we used to have one in town, but now they closed it. Now there's just one main one in another town.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
I have price books. You can do the same thing.
Which, if you want a few bucks, I think that's fair. Yeah. If you just want to get rid of stuff and make
I just see bucks, if you want to,
instead of donate it,
if you don't want to donate, and you just want to see what you can get with certain titles, you probably get money off of.
Right.
The popular ones, you probably couldn't, because you probably have tons of copies. But if you have something a little more obscure, they might give you $5, which is fine, but
better than nothing.
It's better than just throwing them away, or
donating.
Yeah, but donating is fine too. But if you want to just see what you can get, it's always it doesn't hurt to try.
True.
Or does it?
This is true. This is true.
Well, that's all she wrote for me.
Me too. While we were talking, I just thought of one other thing that I found.
I was like,
I'm not a reader. It's comic books.
Oh,
remember that time I found all these retro? Someone got rid of, or maybe someone passed away, and they got rid of all their comic books, and they were, oh my god, there was some old. Some were 10 cents. It's and they weren't in great shape, but they weren't in super rough shape, but still. And I have held on to some of those and given some as gifts too. So, because I know my brothers, my brothers are collectors. So comic book collectors.
Where was that? They don't have them too much at Goodwill. You have to look for them, and sometimes they have them in the cabinets.
Books?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But over at that one thrift store over there in Aurora, the one we were talking about, Dollar Thrift or whatever you're saying.
Yeah.
They had a whole bin, and I mean, I was there for 15 minutes looking through those comic books. And they had quite a bit. They had DC, they had Marvel, they had Dark Horse.
How much?
Oh,
do you remember?
I think it depended on the comic.
Oh, okay.
And I think they might have had a special 10 for $5 or something like that, or something like that. Yeah. Oh. But then they also had Disney, Daffy Duck, Mickey Mouse. So I was like, oh wow, they have the whole gamut. So they had something for everyone.
I was just telling my brother, I was looking for something in my cabinet, and I came across some, and I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you were with me when I found them. Alice Cooper comic books.
Oh God, yeah, I think I might have been
2 or 3 of them. Yeah,
I was like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, Alice Cooper.
I didn't even know those existed.
I know, neither did I. I'm like, oh, these are kind of cool. I'm buying them.
Wow.
Anywho, all right. Well, I think that's it. Yeah, the main ones that stick out to me were what I mentioned. And while we were talking, I remembered about the comic books. And anything else that piqued your memory while we were talking?
No, I forgot about the Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at them right now.
Right,
they're up in my room. It's I've had them up there forever. Ever and ever.
I found some interesting hair products.
Hair products?
Yeah, hair products.
Like
when they would have at Goodwill, they get the like Target.
They buy out.
Or, and they have hair products like for curly hair and stuff. So I've gotten some good stuff there. Maybe some makeup, like clothes makeup, like makeup that's sealed.
Didn't you have Vichy stuff that's really pricey? Is it called Vichy?
Yes, that's for the face. Oh, okay. That stuff is really pricey, but it's so good. It works so well.
And you found it at Goodwill for a little less.
And makeup too.
Just look at the expiration dates and you're fine. Yeah.
And the makeup too. Or the other day when we were at Goodwill, they had a whole line of like makeup and stuff, and some of them were cracked, like one of them, and some of them were like out of the little. They were like the eyeshadow sticks, and they were out, but for the most part, they were sealed. Yeah. So as long as they're sealed. Oh, they had MAC. Someone like. Oh wow. And there was like 3 MAC things, and they didn't look like they were ever used. But I'm like, I don't really need those colors. And so maybe for someone else, like $4. But yeah, you never know what you find. So
true. You
just with the eyeshadows, if you ever find something, like just take what is that, the alcohol. Yeah. And spray and let it dry overnight. That's how you disinfect
bacteria.
So unless you really don't want to, don't do that.
Yeah, don't do it.
So, but otherwise,
don't do it.
So,
all right.
Yes.
Well. That's all she wrote then, I guess.
Yes.
Till next time, thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.
Anyway.